Hello, this is Pavel from RankWyz, and today demonstration. Well, this is actually not a feature. This is a large component, large new subsystem we introduced today. In my opinion, that would be interested to everyone who does ACO. And the premise, of course, that link building is essential part of ACO. Um, Again, as I said, on the premise that link building is important for ACO, link is an asset. Uh, Link is a result of effort we do as a part of ACO and link building. And link building without link monitoring is a huge waste of effort and low effectiveness, and results in low effectiveness. Especially, it is true when link building outsourced, because the main result, the main deliverables in this case is a set of links built. Um, there are many, like there are like not many, there are few link services collecting backlinks um, that nowadays everyone uses to extract all discovered links. This is massive crawlers that are checking the web and aggregating links, um, discovered links per domain. So of course I'm talking about Majestic, Ahrefs, and a couple of others. Um, while this is a huge benefit, there is obviously some limitation to the services. First, it will take a while before you see links discovered, and it's true that for the long-term ACO, it doesn't really matter if they will be discovered today or might be tomorrow. But if you believe in tiered network, tiered linking, which in my opinion you should, every link that is not discovered is not utilized later for second or third tier backlinking. And this approach just effectively works for first tier links, because when the links are aggregated per domain, you can extract links discovered for a main site. You can extract links might be for your private blogs. But going further into the hierarchy of the multi-tiered setup, so there's no way to extract, and basically the services cannot be utilized to monitor those links. And if I mention all limitation, obviously price, so hefty monthly price, which obviously justified because they have thousands of servers crawling web, but most of us need those reports once, maybe twice a month. Organizing links. Organizing links is a problem with all those link building, because every tool provides you hundreds and over time thousands of links. Link building contractors provide you with hundreds and over time thousands of links. Every ACO has its own way of organizing and processing links. It's files, spreadsheets, desktop applications that can be used to store and organize links. There are few decent desktop applications for organizing and processing links, and the problem I'm familiar with pretty much all of them, and all of them been user many of them for years, and the problem is that they require a lot of proxies. For the start, they require like massive bandwidth. Checking thousands upon thousands of links is quite massive bandwidth. That's CPU intensive. So this is obviously not your typical laptop application. In reality, at the best, this is not desktop but VPS solution. And once you have VPS, you need to pay monthly. You have decent number of proxies, that becomes like a monthly payment. RankWyz as a link building service has its own way to organize and check links. Our users can export links by submission, by network. They can find links, old links archived in the archive, which is not very user friendly, because it's one huge file basically that you need to process, and if you build like massive number of links, it's very hard to process. We have our desktop application. We built similar to notorious scrapebox, but it's very limited in the form of extracting links, checking their life, trying to find the link, because many of our users are providing services for the clients, and obviously right, it's always nice right before you send a report to check what actually you do, because this is your reputation at stake. So we introduced just recently data experts. This was our step toward of allowing different export formats and opening API, like allow them to export as RSS, XML. And if you've been a user of RankWyz for a while, you know that none of those approaches are like made our users happy. So that's something we were always looking to improve. And this is why we introduced LinkVault. This is online storage of thousands upon thousands of links. So we have scheduled check of pages and links on a regular basis, so you don't need to. Every time you come to the storage, to LinkVault, you see fresh, recently checked links. You can easily filter them and export. So we have API for integration with other services and tools. You can use it yourself, or you can integrate with your tools, and I'm sure there will be other services integrated with our API. And of course, we have integration with RankWyz submissions. So now for demo. So you'll see at the top a new menu item, LinkWall. Try to make it short. But then you go like all links are organized in buckets. So you can create new bucket. Let's say we call it simple. And this is where you'll see your links. There's no limitation per how many links you can have in a bucket, but there's a general limitation for the user. I can add new links, so you can see that close to 1,000 links scheduled to add it in the system. So we extracted, refreshed, and you see that they all added in the system, and the system already started processing them. So over time, you will see them all checked. You will see alive and dead links. And if you go on settings, you can see that you can disable link checker if for some reason you don't need them to be checked, but otherwise they will be checked regularly. At this moment, that's set to rechecked every 7 days. You can filter them by status. You can see the all alive links and when they were checked. At this moment, you will see much faster alive links because dead links will be scheduled for second check before they will be marked as dead. And they still will go next time in the recheck, and only after four failed check in a row, they will be finally we will finally stop checking them. So you can export your links as comma separated file. An export is done within the scope of the filter. So let's say if I want to see dead links, so you see that system start discovering dead links too. So the export will go like will include links in the scope of this filter. There is a date range filter. Over time, you will once you add in more links to the same bucket, you will be able to see links added recently versus all. It's a simple graph where indicate the links, showing links alive versus dead. While system is checking continues with those links, I'll create a new bucket and we'll show more advanced setup. While it is nice to see links are alive, obviously as a link builder we are interested in continue having the link to our target, to continue having our target link. And I have a simple extract from Ahrefs for the site I used before in my demonstration. And instead of just simply checking links, now I can enable patterns of links I want to discover it on the page. Basically, it could be one, like you can enter up to 10 patterns. You can enter like it's any subset of the link. You can enter your domain. You can enter basically any part, and you can enter up to 10 patterns. Save it. And now when I added the bucket and set up system to check links matching the part of the domain. Oops. I'll go ahead and upload links extracted from Ahrefs. So you can see that 800 a bit over 800 URLs added. So in the meantime we can check our first bucket, and you can see that we have 75 dead links. Yeah, so that those links you can roll over to see and those links cannot be alive for long. So now I'm going back to the my excuse me, second bucket, and you can see that we have more information on this bucket because we have process links, we have alive, and we have links where we found the link matching the pattern. So this is an example. So we found the target link, we extracted attribute was to follow and no follow, and in this setup you'll see the more options to filter. You can not only filter by status, alive or dead, you can filter by found not found links and follow no follow. So basically, if let's say I can see all links found I can see all found links that are no follow, and I can export them in exactly the same way as I showed in the other example, the other bucket. So you can see a graph. So you still see that just about half of links checked. And it's pretty much done. So we have 3 dead links only reported, and it's obvious because the links are extracted from hrefs. Once you have them from different services where they're not checked regularly, the stats would be not as optimistic. So we have two different set of buckets. One where we can check links regularly, another one where we check links and verify that links to the target still exist. You can export them. You can see the example of usage of API, how to use API to load links and how to extract them from the system. This is for integration with any other services or tools you might have. And now to the integration with RankWyz. So if you go to typical network where you have bunch of submissions and you edit submission, on the option tab you can see that there is new section for LinkWall. You can enable this and select the bucket where you want link to be added. So basically, when we run a submission and it creates posts, and they store it in the like real-time relational database. If let's say you delete submission, you'll delete all related links. You can export them before you delete. But another option, you can send them to LinkWall. LinkWall, this is a permanent storage where you can access anytime. You can access them right after they were built, or you can access them in a year. And because LinkWall has a different structure, you can create a LinkWall, a link bucket related for, let's say, all link created for a client, and have multiple submissions sending links to one bucket. And now, of course, to the question of pricing and limits. So when we build it, so we knew that it will be only useful if we will allow massive storage. Second, only if we do check links. And of course, we need to export, provide API. And the good news that LinkWall will be included for all members at no extra cost. And the limits we decided to set easy to match your plan's posting credits. So if let's say you on a wizard plan, so you will have out of 1,000 to 9,000 links to store, pro 15,000 to 60,000, and agency will have a storage limit from 100,000 to 300,000 links. This is massive, but this is what I think will make it useful for people who do professional SEO and have lots of links to process. You can see all limits if you go to your account settings and select upgrade page. You don't need to upgrade, but you can see all the limits you have now. Just a couple of months ago, the whole our business was about posting and using posting credits, and users had signed up for to use posting from 1,000 up to hundreds of thousands. But now with for the same price, you will have SERP tracker, SEO profile, number of managed backlinks, and now we have LinkWall. This is the last component we were planning to add to extend the functionality of RankWyz to make it more useful for SEO professionals. You can see that on the user plan it comes starting from 1,000 links per limit, and it goes as high as 300,000. This is pretty much it about demonstration. Once again, you can check LinkWall in the menu. On the top menu, you can create bucket. You can set to check. We did a lot of stress testing, and I think so you should see the result coming pretty much as fast as it was during the demo. But if for some reason there will be huge spike of interest right after the demo, you might see a slight delay. But the point of the outsourced or in cloud service is that you upload them now, you come back later, and you see all your data processed and organized. Thank you for watching, and thank you for using RankWyz.